People across America are now threatening to go steal from grocery stores if they do not get their EBT starting in November. People like this gentleman here said, I refuse to work for anybody. The US taxpayers work for me. They need to help me feed my kids, and he needs his EBT. This man also said to watch out if you go to any of the Walmarts near him because he will be going into there very mad and taking everything he can. And this woman here even warns everybody to start locking your car doors. If you end up leaving your house unlocked at night or your car's unlocked at night, she said people that do not get EBT will be stealing cars. People like this gentleman here said, I refuse to work for anybody. The US taxpayers work for me. They need to help me feed my kids, and he needs his EBT. This man also said to watch out if you go to any of the Walmarts near him because he will be going into there very mad and taking everything he can. And this woman here even warns everybody to start locking your car doors. If you end up leaving your house unlocked at night or your car's unlocked at night, she said people that do not get EBT will be stealing cars.
So because food stamps might get cut off, you've got people on this app getting hundreds of thousands of likes saying that they're just going to steal the food instead. Imagine being so entitled that you think that just because the government stops giving you free stuff, you're now entitled to steal it. A lot of y'all should have been cut off a long time ago without a government shutdown because a lot of y'all have no business being on food stamps. You cannot work at all and simply have kids and exist and get up to almost $1,000 a month in a household of 4 on food stamps. Just sitting back, existing, no work requirement whatsoever. That should never have been allowed. Food stamps should be a temporary holdover while you look to get back on your feet so you can support yourself. Food stamps should not be this thing where people like me permanently pay for your groceries so that you can use the money you save to instead spend that on alcohol and vacations. That should never have been allowed. So I am happy to see you get cut off, and I will be even happier to see you get arrested when you think that you're entitled to steal food instead.
Folks, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am a presenter, Fikazo. Now, in 2024, Snap served about 41.7 million people on average per month. Again, in 2024, the average Snap benefits was lovely 187 per person per month. Those are the people that depend on the Snap and food stamp. Those are the people each and every month receive support from the government through these programs. Then, recently we've had news that in November it is going to be cutted. People started threatening to go and steal, to invade the Walmart, Target, and different stores. Man, let me tell you this. Folks, don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't go and steal. It is the mistake of your life to go and steal food or groceries in Walmart and other stores. Yes, the money you get from the government, maybe because you don't work or even the requirements are changing because of these programs. But you don't have to go and steal. Please, folks, don't go and steal there. Just, ignore it because it is going to affect you badly. It is going to really affect you badly. Folks, tell me what you think about this. Let's watch some reactions. I'll come back with more commentary.
So now y'all talking about y'all about to go through self-checkout and steal all your food. Well, let me tell you how Walmart and all other grocery stores been prepared for this. They started that Star program or whatever it's supposed to be where you got to pay for a subscription, and that's the only way you could get a cashier. I know y'all probably ain't noticed that, but that's the way it been going. 2, they got police departments stationed in Walmart. Yeah, so real officers are sitting in them control and surveillance rooms, watching everything y'all do, watching the car you pull up in, running your license plate number. They doing all this before they confront you for stealing. Please keep in mind this is 2025. You will not be able to get away with crime so easily or at all. Really, crime is becoming extinct. There's no way for you to do anything without really getting caught these days. For all the people that plan on, let's unite together and we all gonna walk in Walmart, Kroger's, Target. We're gonna walk in all these grocery stores on one day and we're just gonna steal everything. What? Y'all ain't been seeing the way they been expanding these prisons? They been making room. Y'all talking about having a national theft day. Y'all gonna leave them babies out here parentless, and they gonna be wards of the state who end up convicted criminals just like their parents. So come on, man. Let's not turn into hardened criminals overnight behind inflation and food costs.
Baby, when y'all go grocery shopping next month, y'all need to be very careful because apparently they done got started. Y'all know next month, a lot of people not going to get their food stamps and their SNAP benefits, and a lot of people going to be desperate and hungry. A Walmart employee came on here last night talking about how they had emergency evacuate the Walmart because people done stormed up in there trying to put stuff in their bags and be stealing. Baby, when y'all go to the grocery store next month, y'all better get in and get out. Don't be standing around trying to have no conversation with somebody from church. Don't stuff your buggy too full either. Get a few items and then leave. If you got to go 50 miles per hour out that doggone parking lot, go 50 miles per hour out that doggone parking lot. Or if you want to be that person, baby, buy somebody's groceries for them. Help them where you can help. Period.
The administration will be taking away EBT next month. Yes, that's right. No food stamps next month. How do I feel about it? I don't care. But let me tell you why. Before you get your panties in a bunch, let me explain myself. Number one, this is coming from a woman who was pretty much homeless and disabled, and my state still wouldn't give me food stamps. So I didn't get rich until this year. Secondly, y'all need to start thinking about it. They finna shut off food stamps the month of Thanksgiving. Let me tell you something. I don't need to depend on y'all for me to eat. And I don't think nobody else should either. Because look at the effects. They're just talking about taking food stamps away, and y'all are willing to act crazy. That quick. That quick. They got you that quick. I had seen one video. This lady was like, it's the taxpayer's job to take care of my kids. I thought if you pop them out, it's your job. Nobody told you to have all them kids. And if you can't afford a kid, you don't need to be having them. The government will literally give you free contraceptives. Free contraceptives. But then you want to take it upon yourself to go pop out 6 kids with 6 different niggas that don't want to take care of their kid with you, and then complain that all of us don't want to fucking pay for your food. That's who we're talking about. We're not talking about y'all who work hard and this and that and all that. I don't even know why y'all get offended when we say we don't care. This is not about y'all. It's about the ones who sit up and do all this stuff and then act like it's just our responsibility. Why is it my responsibility to pay my taxes so you can feed your 8 kids? Meanwhile, I gotta go work hard so I can feed my one? Nah, man. You got the super studious type people who are looking at it like, oh no, well, you know, the economy is gonna crash and now the groceries are gonna be even more high priced. Hey, well, we gotta do something. We gotta figure something out. Do y'all wanna have a meeting? What's the solution? Cause let me ask y'all this, and I want an honest answer. What was y'all gonna do if food stamps was never invented? Y'all just wasn't gonna eat? Y'all just wasn't gonna make way? What would you have done?
If they cut your food stamps off, you go in the store and steal, and then you get arrested, and now your kids ain't got no food or no parent. How does that solve the problem exactly? Not to mention that now it's going to be on your record for shoplifting and stealing. And more than likely, if you were on food stamps, you probably not making a lot of money to begin with if you working at all. And the jobs that you work are entry-level jobs that would be concerned about somebody having stealing and shoplifting on a record. So again, you telling us what you're going to do, why would we care? That's not going to affect us. That's going to affect you. You think these stores really care that you stealing the stuff? Not really. They got insurance for that. But you will be the one to deal with the consequences that come with stealing the stuff. Y'all wanting us to feel bad for a lot of y'all. We don't, because we out here having to buy food every day with our own money that we work for. So why are you any different than us? Why is it that we have to buy food, but you don't? You want us to feel bad for something that we have to do too. A lot of the main ones who doing all this complaining, you be selling them food stamps. You probably don't even be using most of them. And when you do, you go to the store and buy a bunch of junk food and stuff that your kids probably shouldn't be eating in the first place. Having seafood boils every other day, eating real good off the government. That same government that y'all hate so much. All right, that same one that y'all hate so much until it come down to you getting free benefits from them. I ain't never seen people who hate a system so much that they benefiting from. All right, you hate it so much, yet you benefit off of it. And when they cut you off said benefits from the government that you hate, you upset about that. There are some people that I feel bad about losing their benefits. And those are the people who haven't abused the system. But some of y'all who've been abusing the system, you won't work, you won't do nothing, all for the sake of being able to live off of the system. No, I don't feel bad for you. All right, you can join the rest of us in the real world of having to work so that we can provide. And if you don't have the means to do it, then you probably shouldn't have had all of them kids that you had if you was counting on somebody else to be able to help you with being able to afford them.
Did y'all see that video where everybody bum rushed into Walmart and was filling up their carts with food, crock pots, TV, all types of shit, and walking out and running out of Walmart and throwing shit in their car and taking off, and there was police everywhere, and one of the Walmart employees was recording everything? It was just so chaotic. Like, somebody ran outside. It was a truck outside, and they was throwing all the food and everything they can in the back of that truck. And I think the police had chased the car, and the truck crashed into a tree. Like, this is just crazy. And it's not even November yet. And this is the president that you guys voted for. He's starving us out. They cut my food stamps off last month. I'm a single mom. I work every day, but it's still not enough to make ends meet. And they cut my shit off last month. And I'm struggling to keep food in the refrigerator. I'm not really too much worried about Thanksgiving. I could care less about that. I'm just worried about keeping food in my refrigerator. And I'm working as hard as I can, but I just feel bad for, like, everybody else. Like, this is only the beginning. If they're bum rushing Walmart, they're going to be bum rushing Stop and Shop, right? Next thing you know, we ain't going to be able to go into the stores. It's just crazy out here, man. Be careful. Don't go out there stealing. God is going to make sure we're okay.
Multiple states have warned that SNAP payments may not be made in November if federal funding isn't released during a government shutdown. This has driven violent social posts and panic in the different communities. We know exactly that the percentage of white and black Americans are the one that use this SNAP. They are the majority, of using SNAP. I think some are in the 30-something% and others are 26%. So it remains, people are scared to lose these SNAP benefits to the extent where they are planning to do a thefty. They are planning to steal. They are planning to go in Walmart, in Target, in different stores to steal, which is not right, which I would advise people not to do it because it is not right. Let me tell you, the SNAP benefits and food stamp you got, it is people's taxes. Yes, so if it is people's taxes, it remains they can cut it or they can't the way they want. Right now, it is government shutdown. So different states have declared they are not delivering the November SNAP payments or food stamp. So because of the government shutdown. We know exactly what's happening. Many people are suffering through this government shutdown. Services are not going forward. Things are just stuck because of this government shutdown. So, thinking that going to steal will solve your problems or will solve the issue of not getting your food stamp and other benefits, man, this is not right. Please don't do it. Folks, don't try to steal. because it is not right. So recent federal changes and budget decision, including cuts enacted earlier in the 2025 and new work requirements, are estimated by non-partisan analysts to disqualify or reduce benefits for millions. So they have placed new requirements for these benefits. So it means it is going to be hard for the usual people that usually get these benefits. It is going to be hard for them to get the benefits. So it remains, it will force them to go to steal. But then let me ask you, if you don't get something that you want, do you think stealing is a solution? I believe it's not. It is just putting yourself into, trouble. It is just putting yourself into something you'll never get out. So you'd rather just leave it because it will affect you and your family. That's true. What we are going to experience and what you are going to see, it is the food insecurity that is going to rise. So if we are talking about food insecurity, that means many people are not going to get food. Yeah, that's the truth. Because we know exactly there are people who depend 100% on these benefits. They depend on the SNAP, they depend on the food stamp. So let's talk about the disability people. How are they going to get food? If November is cutted, how are they going to survive? It is going to be crazy. It is really going to be crazy, which is going to be the result of food insecurity, and many people are not going to get food. They are going to get hunger. Hunger is going to kill people. So I get sympathy for the kids. I get sympathy for the children who their parents, the family depending on this man. We know exactly many black families, black single mothers, they depend on this. They depend on food stamp. Even white folks, the majority, they receive their SNAP. So it is going to affect each and everybody. No one is excluded. Man, things are going to be worse if it's not delivered. We know we are entering into the season of festive and, and different enjoyments. So these people are not going to see that because they're not getting the food. Listen, food is important. If you don't get food, it's going to be crazy. So we've seen a lot of footage on the social platforms, people claiming that are going to, invade or are going to steal the food, are going to steal the groceries, are going to just go in and then grab and go away. But I would advise, my dear friends, folks, don't steal. Don't steal. It is the bait. It is going to bait you and you're going to be affected. So don't even try to think about it because you're going to put your families in trouble. We know millions of people rely on benefits that average less than $200 per month. Yes. So, man, it is survival right now. No wonder why people panics when it's threatened to cut off. So they just pay that amount of money for you to get food. But there are people, man, who deserve it. Man, food stamp is important. I even get angrier to the people who say, oh, they're eating our taxes. No. Your taxes are going even in other things that make no sense. But if your taxes is for helping the people, man, you should allow them. You should allow them to get helped. That's what I mean. You should allow those people to get help from your taxes. It is better and good to see American taxes helping fellow Americans, not just helping Argentina or helping other countries. 40 billion went to Argentina while Americans are suffering, are going to lose their EBT, are going to lose their food stamp and SNAP. What does that mean? It is crazy. So I would rather let my taxes help other people who are in the bad situation, or who are not able to go to work, rather than sending it to Argentina or other places where it's not even benefiting Americans. You see? So I don't support people talking about how the taxes going into SNAP. Yes, it may not benefiting you right now, but I believe one of your family members or brothers or sisters, man, is gonna be benefits from this. Maybe it might not be this time, maybe in the future it's going to benefit you. Because it is so important. We never know what life holds. We never know how life is going to go. But friends, food stamp and SNAP, it is so important. It is very, very important. So that's why people are going crazy, thinking that it is going to be cutted. So man, it is so crazy. So as I'm coming to an end of my commentary, I would advise people, don't steal. Don't even try. Don't think about it. Just chill. Just like that. Things will be right. God will do something. Don't try to steal. Fox, tell me what do you think about this topic? What do you think about people trying to, just trying to steal the food? Man, it is crazy. Let's keep our conversation in the comments below. I am a presenter Fikazo.